what's up, YouTube? It's Monday, August 26, 2013. This is ProofWLSWorks, and I'm your Monday vlogger, B. Now, if I don't have the camera over, this week's topic has to do with the topic of regain. Something that I think we've actually touched before recently on the Proof channel, but maybe not quite to this extent. I'm going to read you the question. It's kind of lengthy, and then we'll try to tackle it. Maybe not right down the list, but I might kind of skip around, hit or miss a little bit, because I've got a little bit of a little different opinion on this topic. So, from the top, regain. Did your doc tell you to expect regain? Have you regained? If yes, how did you deal with it? What actions did you choose? Where are you today? Still regaining, taking off the regain, back in your happy maintenance weight? And if no, how did you make it possible? What are your keys to losing or staying in your happy maintenance space? This could be a confusing topic for some people because, regain can kind of mean different things to different people. There's a statistic that says anyone that diets, whether it's a weight loss surgery or Atkins or Weight Watchers or any of these other diets, there'll be a substantial weight loss and then a point where that curve kind of just flattens out, and then a bit of a regains, what they call it, where you gain a little weight back. And it can happen for a lot of different reasons. When you start talking about weight loss surgery, it's a little scary because there are a couple of different reasons or groups of reasons for regain. There's the medical, which could be anything from pregnancy to different medications, problems with your surgery, complications, erosion, things like that. For me, a lap band patient, and that's always a big fear because you never want to be in a position where you're 3, 4, 5 years down the road and you have something go wrong. Something out of your control. And I can see that would be, it has been for me, it was for a while, a really big fear. Personally, I just kind of let that go. I push it out of my head because, again, it's something that I can't control. And I don't see any point in worrying about the things that I can't control. To answer the question first, this is not something that my doctor and I talked about. I went to a really good surgeon here in Houston, and, I think his priority was really selling me on the surgery, getting me approved, and getting me out the door. Post-op care for me was kind of minimal because I ended up moving across country shortly after my surgery. So we really didn't get into a lot of those long-term topics that most people would get into, like regain. But I was aware of it. I did a lot of research pre-op. I did a lot of watching and reading and asking questions of other patients. So it was a topic that I was aware of, but specifically not something that I'd spoken to my surgeon about. Now, as far as have I regained, now this is where it's kind of interesting for me because as I talked about before, I was 356 pounds and I lost 150 pounds before I had weight loss surgery. And then I got in a relationship, and my girlfriend got pregnant, and I gained all that back. Not because my girlfriend got pregnant, because of what I'll tell you about in a minute. After surgery, I was back up to 310 pounds, and then had weight loss surgery, and then got back down to 199 pounds. And yeah, I suffered from regain again, and I got all the way back up to 225 pounds before I decided that, this is not where I need to be. That was kind of like the point in my head where I said, okay, I'm at that weight now, I got to do something about it. But for me, it wasn't medical. It was kind of medical because the first time, I'm not blaming, like I said, not blaming it on my ex-girlfriend at all. We did actually lose the baby, but that's a whole nother story. But it all boils down to one thing for me, and it's not going to be the same for everybody, but for me personally, I did not put my health, I did not make my weight loss journey a priority. And that is really, I think, the basic fundamental for regain in my case. It's we have to still follow the rules, even into maintenance. I'm not into maintenance yet, so a lot of this doesn't really pertain to me. But even for those people that are in maintenance, it's all the same. You have to. Your game plan may change, but you still have to follow your game plan. You still have to keep your weight loss a priority, even at that goal weight or in that maintenance range, because what will happen is you will start to regain weight. And that doesn't matter if, your strategy may have changed since since you reached that maintenance range or place or goal weight or wherever you want to be, but you still have to keep your fitness and your health a priority. And it all boils down to the basics, things like this water, things like getting out and moving, exercising, going to the doctor on the regular, all those things that we do pre-op, all those things that we did post-op while we were losing weight or while you are losing weight, you have to keep doing. It's not a diet. It's not a temporary thing. It's a lifestyle change. It's a life change. And the second that it is not part of your life anymore, you're going to start to regain. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. And that's exactly what happened to me. I got to that point in my life where I got comfortable. I got in the routine. And all of a sudden, oh, well, my weight loss is just part of my life now. I don't even think about it anymore. And it stops becoming a priority. That's when you get into trouble. So the fear of regain, it's always out there. I think it is for everybody. But if we make the proper changes in our life, it doesn't have to be so scary, the other part, the medical part, the part I talked about earlier, it kind of nags at you, what if those things happen? I choose not to let them bother me. Some people, they think about it on the regular, like all the time, constantly. They stress themselves over it, and what would happen is you're probably more than likely to have that cause you to do things that are going to cause you to regain, like not eating. I talked to somebody just today, actually, that says she's having problems not eating because she's scared of regain, and that puts you in a place where you're not getting the calories you need, you're not getting the water you need, and guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to gain weight. You have to give your body the proper nutrition, whether it just is too much nutrition is just as bad as not enough nutrition. So yeah, that's where I'm at. That's me in regain. It all boils down to, like I said, not worrying about the things you can't control and focusing on the things you can control every single day, every day of your life, because this isn't something temporary. It's definitely a lifestyle change. So anyway, that's all I got for this week, guys. Make sure you thumbs up, don't thumbs down, subscribe, tell your friends, come back and see us tomorrow for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works video. Come back and see me on Monday for another Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works vlog. Have a wonderful week, guys, and take care. Bye.